Good evening, and welcome to Daily Doses with LHB. My name is Latizion, also known as LHB Loves EDU on Twitter and Instagram, and I come to you to bring our daily devotions. I do apologize. I missed yesterday, and I am still swamped with so much that's going on um, around here. If I could swing my camera around so that you can see a little bit next to the Christmas tree, and on the other side of the Christmas tree I have boxes everywhere that I have to go through and find someone. Well, take that back. I have found someone, my sweet, kind neighbor next door, who knows how to gift, like wrap boxes, because I was not given that talent. So God bless those who have the talent, and God gives those who has the talent heart. And she has the heart, and she has accepted that she would be willing to assist me with wrapping gifts. So I have to go through these boxes here shortly and figure out what needs to get wrapped up and what goes to which of my sons. And on top of that, I was accepted into my doctoral program or doctorate program as a doctoral student. I have to get all my terminology correct. And I'm extremely excited about that. This week I've been going through kind of like an orientation, and it's an online orientation, and it's been giving me the blues between trying to handle doing the assignments along with working. And I picked up extra hours this week. So had I known that my schedule was gonna look the way that it looked, I probably wouldn't have picked up the extra hours at work. And it's a lot. Trying to balance assisting my boys with their schooling throughout the day, and making sure that we get in the practice and stuff that they need outside of just the Zoom meetings. And I ended up switching my work schedule, and then I also picked up extra hours of overtime so that I can kind of not be in the hole too much after Christmas. But I try to make sure that I get my boys. I we've kind of gone through Christmas and what Christmas is, and we know that it's about the Lord, and it's about Jesus's birthday. So we're not really big on Santa Claus, so to speak. And we've been like that since my oldest, who's 14. He learned at a very early age. And so with him learning it, I just kind of let the rest of the tradition roll down. So I'm a parent. You ask me what it is, or I ask you what it is that you want, and mama does all that she can to make sure that I get you what you want for Christmas. So we do have the tree, and we do celebrate with the stockings and all that type of stuff. But as far as in is Santa Claus bringing the presents, we really don't push that so much. And to me, it's kind of better that way, because I had my heart broken when I was younger, when I caught my mom going downstairs to take my Easter basket. So once I realized that the Easter bunny was not real, I knew all of the rest of this was not real. And it broke my heart. It really broke my heart. And so I guess I just wanted to keep from breaking my boys' hearts. So we don't really discuss it. If they come and ask me, is there a Santa Claus? We will have a discussion then. But as long as they don't come out and actually ask me about it, we don't really discuss whether or not there actually is a Santa Claus or not. We just know that we tell mama what it is that we want, and mama makes it happen. So that's how it is in my household, and I'm okay with that. I really am. So just wanted to just give an overview of what my week has looked like, but I want to say that this week has been such a blessing to me. And it started on Monday, and Monday I had to call AT&T because I needed to get my direct TV changed, and I needed to get my phones and my husband's phones combined back together under one bill. And I had the sweetest customer service representative, and I understood her position now, due to the position that I'm currently in. And so it just made me be more appreciative of she and her kindness. And I did a kudos call for her, which is basically she reaches out to her manager, and I leave positive notes about her, and it's just like a kudos call. But in the midst of our conversation, she and I were talking about different things, and we just related on so much, and she brought so much knowledge and wisdom to me, and I in return gave her knowledge and wisdom, and it was just a well put together phone conversation. Well, we had a discussion about a situation where she had passed a test that God had put her in, because God do put us in certain tests to see if we are able to. Not food, you can have my drink. And so God puts us in. No, get out of that. Those are my muffins. My muffins are for tomorrow. Mama's recording. Leave my muffins alone. You can have my drink. Leave my muffins. That's for breakfast in the morning. My apologies for that. That's just life, and I just don't want to show you glitz and glam all the time. I just have to sometimes show just real life. But back to the young lady that I was speaking about, when I told her that she had passed her test that God had put her in. And come to find out, when I was speaking to her manager and giving her praise, her manager said that they were in the process of getting ready to move her up, referring to the customer service rep that I was speaking with. And I was like, wow, she's about to get that blessing, that promotion, that move up, and she didn't know it, but I had just found out about it. And I'm like, it was my confirmation, and I was like, yes, I'm so happy for her, because the way she handled me and that call, it couldn't have gone any better. She was so patient, she was so genuine, she was so kind, and she was very attentive to the needs that I needed to have taken care of, and we got everything done in one call. So I was like, yes, praise you. And we ended the call with me speaking with her manager, and I just gave her praise about how she handled the call with me and everything. And then her boss informed me that, they just haven't had an opportunity to talk yet, but they were definitely in the process of moving her up. So blessings to you, Philly. I don't know if you will see this or hear this, but blessings to you. And I knew it was going to be coming for you, and I'm glad that it's coming to you in the way that it is. So, with that being said, I think I've been off topic now for almost 9 minutes. Let me cover what our daily devotion is about, and it's entitled What's Next and What's Now. Our first verse comes from Romans 8, verse 23, and it reads, "We long for our bodies to be released from sin and suffering. We too wait with eager hope for the day when God will give us our full rights as His adopted children, including the new bodies He has promised us." Are we there yet? What happens when we're constantly asking this while on a road trip? Well, besides irritating those we are with, what happens is nothing. We're not arriving at our destination any faster, and we're missing the journey because we're so focused on when will it end. As Christians, we have much to look forward to, But if we're so focused on what we'll gain in heaven, we're going to miss out on the riches God has prepared throughout the journey for us here in our lives on earth. The anticipation of what's to come is so very sweet, but it should not pull us away from being present for the ride we're on now. What are you most looking forward to about the anticipations of heaven? Now, what are you most excited about or most enjoying about your life now? Let's allow both to coexist. So basically, it's telling us that don't rush it. I'm not rushing to go to heaven. First off, I do hope I get into heaven, but I am in no form of fashion rushing to get there. I want to live in the moment, be present in the moment, and enjoy what I have here on earth. And most importantly, that's my boys and watching them grow and become the young men that they currently are. So no, I'm not rushing it. And it asks, what do you anticipate of heaven? I would anticipate having peace of mind and just being genuinely happy. But I also want that here on earth now. Back up. My apologies again. That's what happens when you have a 5 and a 7-year-old who are not occupied with enough so that they won't come and continue to interrupt me. All right, so I believe today's beginning readment was very good. And what I have to follow up with that is about fulfillment. And I like to read one devotional and then go find another devotional that ties in with it so that it's like you're getting the best of both worlds. And what I came up with was the devotional in reference to fulfillment. And with fulfillment, our first verse, which is our second verse, it comes from Psalms 119, verse 123. And it reads, "My eyes long for your salvation and for the fulfillment of your righteous promise." And our last scripture comes from Romans 11, verse 12. And it reads, "Now, if their transgressions is riches for the world, and their failure is riches for the Gentiles, how much more will their fulfillment be?" Life is a privilege that God wants us to value. When we turn from Him and pursue our own selfish desires, we lose sight of the sacredness of His gift. We may think that we can find fulfillment in life on our own, but it is through God and God alone that we can come to know the wonder of life most fully. And our prayer today is, help me to see the beauty and wonder of this life you have given to me. Oh Lord, amen. And I think that that was fulfilling altogether, fulfilling to be able to tie it in with that journey of are we there yet, and not taking the time to just enjoy the journey and take the time to experience it and be fully present in the moment and enjoy it. And I think the last part that we have, it pretty much helps ties it all together, because yes, our life here is a privilege, and our life here is a gift that He has given to us, and we should be extremely grateful and appreciative of it. And when I speak on that note, I want to turn back and kind of give a testimony. When I was when I was in my notes, because back in 2017 I was in a really low point. But I used to um have like things in my head that I would write about. And so what I would do is just take out my phone and I would go to the notes section, and then I would just write down my notes from my head at that time. That was just the best way for me to actually get it out. And then now in 2020, I happened to go back and look at the notes that I had wrote back in 2017, and I cried because I didn't know how much I did not value my life, how much I did not value myself. And it really got to me, and it amazes me to see where I was then to where I've become now. Because if I were to ever share a piece of writing that I wrote back then, I'm ashamed of it now. um, but I'm also proud of myself to see where I've come from, because those writing pieces were very dark. And I was in a really dark place when I was writing those pieces. And it when I look at myself today and I look back at those writings, and I was like, was that me? Like, I was really writing that? And if it wasn't for me having my own phone and knowing that I had took those notes, I didn't know how far uh, of a dark place I was in. But I'm a testimony that you can get out of those dark places, and you can get your life back on track, and you can, be happy, be genuinely happy, and be willing and wanting to share your stories with others. And I'm an open book, and I'm a listening ear. So if ever that you need prayer or want prayer, I'm here to offer it. If ever you just need a listening ear for somebody to just listen and not say anything and not pass judgment, I'm here. um my inbox, my DM is all open. I freely give my number out if ever anyone needs it. I'm a texter, so I like to text. And it's just easier for me to do that than actual conversations. But I'm more than willing, if it needs to be a Zoom call or if it just needs to be a phone call. And sometimes you just need somebody to hear you cry for just a few minutes and get it off your chest, and then you're good to go and you're ready to go back out there and face the world. I got you. If you ever need it, I got you. Because at the end of the day, I will want someone to turn around and tell me that they have me too. So know that I do have you. And I have a special friend out there that I appreciate with all my heart. She listens for me. She looks out for me, and she waits for my devotions, and that just speaks volume to me on what kind of person she is. And I'm truly grateful that she's coming to my life this season, and I hope it's for many, 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 many more seasons and reasons. I really appreciate her. And for anyone that takes the time to watch my devotionals, I greatly appreciate you for doing so. Deacon Lincoln was here on time. He left for a little while. He came back for a little while. He's just now leaving. I guess I'm going over my minutes. So he's telling me, look, you got to wrap it up. We got stuff to do. But my spirit was down last night because I wasn't able to fit devotion in then. And I said that I'm going to get devotion in today. Like, I'm going to do that. And I held my word, and I made sure I'm getting it in. I don't look like what I usually look like when I give devotion, but as most ministries, they say come as you are, because the Lord would tell you to come as you are. So I am coming as I am to bring you my word, and it's all from my heart. So with that being said, I appreciate any and everyone who takes the time to listen to my video. If you catch it on YouTube, please subscribe, please like, and please comment. I would appreciate any and all feedback. And Deacon Lincoln is back. And so, again, I appreciate everyone. So that's a huge special thank you to you all, and a special thank you to my friend. And on that note, LHB will be signing off. And so I say, be kind, be safe, stay safe, and be blessed. You all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Wednesday night. And sweet dreams to all. And pray we all get up and we have a awesome and productive Thursday morning. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.